Hey friends, how's it going? Ash here. Welcome back to Extra Gents. Hope that you're well. Today we got some more clones. Clones are everywhere nowadays, extremely popular. Hard to avoid them. Everywhere you look, clones are there. New ones getting released all the time, and they keep getting better and better and better. Almost seems like a science fiction film or something where eventually the clones become so good they overtake everything else and take over the world, essentially. Kind of like Terminator, except not at all like Terminator. Of course, most of these clones are from the usual suspects. Armaf, Latafa at the top of the heap there. Today we have something a bit different because these are not spray colognes, these are solid colognes. Yes, solid colognes. Looks like a little chapstick. And they are from thebalm.com. thebalm.com. Really love that part of the presentation where it just spells out thebalm.com and then a very small .com next to it. So yeah, this is a new startup clone brand. And obviously with the name thebalm.com and what I just said, the solid aspect of it, they have kind of a different approach than your more typical clone house. So today we're gonna be talking about and tackling thebalm.com, at least their initial offerings for men. So let's jump into it and let's talk about some clones. I'll have this linked in the description below in case you want to check them out. So go down there if you want to check out thebalm.com. And also I do have a code that they gave me with this order that I can share with you all. So it's Gents10. That will get you 10% off in case you want to buy anything from there. At the moment, not a whole bunch on offer. My expectation is that more is going to be added as time goes. And eventually, if it's successful, you have a whole bunch of Balm.com bombs. So which ones do I have here? Which ones are we talking about? Well, we have Bleu de Balm. In case you're unaware, that would be a Bleu de Chanel offering. Then we also have Aventus Balm. So don't really have to say anything about that. You already know what's going on there. And we have the Sauvage Balm. So Bleu de Balm, the Aventus Balm, the Sauvage Balm. And these range in price from $23 up to $31. So the Sauvage Balm, that is the most affordable one. And then the Aventus Balm, that one is the most expensive. And then the Bleu de Balm is in the middle. It's $27. So 23, 27, 31. This is a Canadian company. So keep in mind, if you're Canadian, the pricing is going to be different. It's going to be in Canadian dollars, obviously. But those are the prices as of this video in US dollars on the website. So what was interesting about this to me? Well, mainly just the fact that it's solids. So it's something different. It's a different attempt at clones. And I wanted to see if the solids would carry over into being actually good versions of these fragrances, or if it's better just to stick with the sprays, or you know, what the deal is. So let's take a real quick look at the presentation here. I mean, it's not your typical presentation, but I'll show you how it looks. So they essentially look like little chapsticks, like little cardboard chapstick tubes, 10 grams, 0.35 ounces. With ingredients including beeswax, candle wax, olive oil wax, grapeseed oil, and white oil. So you get that wax and that oil. You have the name of the fragrance on the top of the cap here. You basically just take that off and you push the bottom, you push it up, and then you take this and just apply it wherever you want. That's pretty much it. And then you just take the cap, pop that back on, good to go. It says on their website that one balm should equal about 100 milliliters as far as traditional spray and in terms of how much usage you should be able to get out of it. Now, I haven't been using these for long enough to be able to see, you know, is that a real one-to-one? So I really can't speak to that. They also say on the website that they are long-lasting, ultra-portable, and precise with effortless application. Absolutely, they are very portable. I mean, you can see the size. You can take that wherever you want, right? Pretty easy. You can throw it in your pocket. You could put it in your car, assuming that it doesn't get too hot, because then I would guess the wax would melt. But yeah, really easy to take it wherever. Effortless Yeah, as long as you're putting it on your skin. I mean, definitely, you know, can't take this and like put it all over your clothing like you maybe could do with the spray where you could spray your clothes. But yeah, as far as putting it on, it's super easy. So I'm not gonna have any qualms with that really. They do have free shipping when you buy 2 or more balms on the website. And overall, I mean, they're super cheap. A lot of good stuff there. Let's talk about the fragrances though. That is the most important part, right? The fragrance. So we'll start with Bleu de Balm. And I would say in general, with these solids, having worn all 3 of these a number of times, they are a little bit different from a spray in the way that they come across, especially in the opening, or what would be the opening. With a fragrance, when you spray it on, you get that top that really opens up and sparkles. You get that traditional open, right? Bleu de Chanel, Sauvage, Aventus, all 3 have very well-known openings where it sets the tone for the whole fragrance. With the solids, to an extent, it's almost like they start a little ways into the development of the fragrance, right? So you don't get as much of that big opening. It's kind of like you're starting off having the fragrances already settled onto your skin a bit. That being said, the Bleu de Chanel Balm, it smells really good. It's very close to Bleu de Chanel. I would say of the 3, it's the closest one. To me, the Bleu de Balm is the closest to Bleu de Chanel as compared to Aventus, Sauvage to Sauvage. That's the one that really nails it. It smells great. It has that sweetness, that freshness, that versatility from Bleu de Chanel. And one thing with the solids that's actually very surprising, the performance is really good. These last a long time on your skin. They project very well, much better than you might expect, to the point that you'll catch wafts of this stuff all day long coming off your skin. Now, do be aware, and it's not just these, it's like any solid, where you put it on, you know, it's wax. So if you rub your fingers over where you applied the fragrance, you can feel a little bit of that wax on your skin. Now, it doesn't bother me, but do be aware of it. And if you put a whole lot of it on, you know, it could transfer to whatever you put your skin on. But they have great performance. Really, really surprisingly good. And the Bleu de Balm does an awesome job of capturing Bleu de Chanel and putting it into a solid. So I have nothing negative to say at all about Bleu de Balm. This stuff is done awesomely. Very good. Then we have the Aventus Balm. Now, the Aventus Balm, I feel so weird saying that. The Aventus Balm. This one, very obviously Aventus. You smell it, you know the drill. Like if you've smelled Aventus or any of the iterations of Aventus, you know how they can come across. So you know immediately like, yes, this is an Aventus style fragrance. It's not a one-to-one with Aventus. It's more like Aventus with a little bit of a twist. Again, it starts off as if it has settled on your skin a little bit. And this is gonna be more of like a fruity vanilla kind of Aventus without that smoke really. So it doesn't have that birch really coming forward. It doesn't have that smokiness really like punching you in the face. So you would think of this as more of a fruity twist kind of take on Aventus, that type of scent. Again, it's very well done. The quality is good, but I think that Bleu de Balm does the cloning aspect a little bit better. One thing that I would say all 3 of these are freaking perfect for is if you want to layer it up. So, I mean, if you take Bleu de Balm, for example, and you apply that, and you put a little Bleu de Chanel over top of it, you are gonna be a walking powerhouse of Bleu de Chanel. And the same goes with Aventus and Sauvage as well. So do keep that in mind. You can absolutely wear these by themselves, like they work perfectly by themselves. But it does open up a lot of possibilities with layering or with refreshing. So like if you sprayed on Bleu de Chanel and then you went on about your day, but you had this with you, you could refresh at any moment during the day and kind of kick up your scent level a number of notches. So I think for me personally, that might actually be the most interesting aspect of this, is just how much versatility it could give you with, again, layering, reapplying, wearing it by itself, you know, leaving this at the office or something like that, because this is much easier to put into like a drawer at work or something, like your office drawer, and then pull it out whenever you need it, as compared to leaving a bottle of Aventus at your office, which I wouldn't do. So yeah, a lot of cool things about this that kind of got the wheel spinning a little bit. And then the last one, the Sauvage Balm. Again, the most affordable of all the balms currently for men, which there are a couple for women on the website as well. There's the Mademoiselle Balm and the Opium Balm. So right now, just the 5. My expectation though is that more would come down the road. So back to the Sauvage Balm. Same kind of deal with the last 2. It does not have that metallic open, like not as big of a punch as you're gonna get with the original Sauvage. So you don't get as much of that ambroxan here with the solid as compared to the Eau de Toilette spray, or the Eau de Parfum spray for that matter. You have like a little tiny bit of that metallic feel kind of behind everything, just nowhere near as pronounced. You got more of the lavender coming through here. It has a bit of fresh spiciness to it as well, like you're going to find in Dior Sauvage. This one, more so than the other 2, smells better off my skin after, call it maybe a minute or so. Like Bleu de Balm, I think smells great right away. Just as soon as you apply it, pop that right to your nose, whatever, it's gonna be fine. Aventus, pretty much the same thing. Sauvage, I find in the first 30 seconds to a minute that it doesn't smell quite as nice, but then as soon as it settles, it smells nice. And you get that Sauvage aspect coming through, that compliment factor, everything you would expect from Sauvage, just basically with the top kind of lopped off a bit and that metallic feel dialed way down, which actually for some people is gonna be a big bonus, because I know a lot of people out there dislike the overtly metallic opening that Dior Sauvage does have. So there's kind of an overview of this fledgling company, dabalm.com. My favorite, as I've said a few times, Bleu de Balm. I think that one is just right there. It's bang on. Aventus is very good as well, just more of a twist. And then Sauvage, after the first minute, really nice as well. Again, I think the most interesting thing is the versatility that you get from things like this. So I'm intrigued to see more things like this come out. You know, give me some more of these solids. They don't take up too much room, they don't cost all that much, and it opens up a world of possibilities here. And that's the most exciting thing about it. So I would say there is kind of this unfilled niche right now, this unfilled part of the market that these could step into. Just have to wait and see if that becomes reality. Because traditionally, most people are going to wear sprays. I mean, there's a lot of them. Solids is still something that is a very, very small market at the moment. You know, I really myself only have a handful of them, and I typically don't wear them. And typically, I mean, I don't. But something like this opens up some interesting Frankensteinian possibilities of putting this stuff on, spraying something with it, and seeing what I can come up with. And then alternatively, as I said, just keeping it to apply and wear by itself. And as I said, they have surprisingly good, very good performance. So you're not taking a hit on that either. So there we go. dabalm.com has some really interesting solids. Looking forward to seeing what other ones come. Again, linked in the description. Free shipping if you get 2 or more according to the website. And Gents 10 get you 10% off. All right, guys, that will do it for me. Thank you for hanging with me. Stay safe out there. I will see you again soon with another video. See you later.